open pathways, potentially to the college football playoff, potentially to a 7th Heisman Trophy for USC. That is the subject of this evening's rapid recap. Caleb Williams boosted his Heisman candidacy by rushing for 3 touchdowns, passing for another. And USC allegedly has a free lane to the college football playoffs after a 38-27 triumph over Notre Dame on Saturday at the Coliseum. Hi, I'm James the Faithful Angelino Sports with a rapid recap of Trojans football. And if you enjoy talking about USC, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We do talk USC football here. This day could hardly go any better for the Trojans, which improved to 11-1 after knocking out its second rival in as many weeks. To wit, USC entered the game 6th in the college football playoff rankings. 2 teams ranked ahead of them lost on Saturday. Ohio State fell to Michigan. LSU, in a shocker, fell to Texas A&M. Those 2 losses of 2 teams ranked ahead of USC could theoretically open a path, should USC win the Pac-12 title game next week in Vegas, to the 4th position, the last one eligible for college football's playoff series. The Ohio State loss was a double whammy for the Buckeyes in that it also may have cost Heisman favorite C.J. Stroud votes, potentially to Williams. The only thing that is blocking Williams and USC's path right now is the Pac-12 championship game. And at this moment, we do not know who the Trojans will face next Friday in Vegas. Oregon was considered the favorite until they lost to Oregon State earlier in the day. Now the Trojans have to wait until a game later tonight. If Washington manages to defeat Washington State, the Associated Press reports that Utah will be the one to advance to play in the championship game. Utah, by the way, beat USC earlier this season, the only loss in the Trojans' year. That one in the final minute, and that one where the Trojans were the road team. USC never trailed Saturday, building a 10-point lead when Williams opened the scoring with an 11-yard touchdown pass to Taj Washington, plus a field goal. From where I sat, USC basically did what it could to maintain a multiple score lead for the rest of the game. Defensively, in my opinion, they just added people into the box in a go-for-it, all-or-nothing attempt to try to stop Notre Dame's vaunted running game. And by the way, you could argue it easily worked. USC actually outrushed Notre Dame 206-90. Basically, they put so many people in the box, they were daring Notre Dame to call pass plays for quarterback Drew Pyre. Now, to be fair, he threw 3 touchdown passes, but that was a gamble that the Trojans were willing to make. They knew that this quarterback could not keep up with Caleb Williams. Regarding Notre Dame's impressive defensive front, the Trojans committed to the run, and it paid dividends in the second half when they seemed to tire after trying to give Notre Dame a chance with a multiple score deficit. Austin Jones was the beneficiary. He rushed for 154 yards. Rayleigh Brown also rushed for a TD for USC. The Irish fall to 8-4. On the flight home, in my opinion, they are going to regret 2 plays in particular. 1, not going for a field goal in the first quarter on 4th and inches in the red zone. Instead of going for the field goal, they went for the first down. USC actually stood its ground against a line that they were allegedly going to be inferior to. That kept it a multi-score game. 2, Pyre fumbled the ball away to USC in the second half at the Trojans' 23. You take those 2 plays away, this game could have been theoretically much closer. Williams, his primary damage was in running the ball, but he did complete 18 of 22 passes for 232 yards. Solomon Byrd and Tui Tuipulotu also recorded sacks for USC's defense. So to repeat, the path to the college football playoffs and a potential 7th Heisman Trophy all have opened up for USC after a 38-27 victory over rival Notre Dame. Let me know what you think in the comments thread. And if you enjoyed talking about the Trojans, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelino Sports. We talk USC almost every day here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Faithful Angelinos is a Corte El Queso production. Good night.